Can a human being live without sleeping for 60 years? According to science, a person can stay healthy for at most 2 days without sleeping. After this, a person's body and mind start experiencing some strange changes, like headache, body aches, dizziness, and hallucinations. But in 1964, a young man from San Diego City, Randy Gardner, claimed to have spent about 10 days without sleeping, because of which his name is still recorded in the Guinness World Records. To stay awake for such a long time, Randy had to put in a lot of effort. He did everything that could help him stay awake. After 10 days, Randy's body and willpower responded. But today's episode is not about Randy Gardner. Because the person we are going to tell you about. Because the person we are talking about. He did not sleep for 10 or 20 days, not even for a month or two. In fact, he stayed awake for a total of 60 years. This person's name was Tilthy Knock. When in 1964, Randy Gardner of San Diego was making his record of not sleeping and putting his name in the record book, then the person living in Vietnam was going to do something in the future, beyond which Randy Gardner's record was nothing. From his birth to 1973, a normal living Tilthy Knock did not sleep for a night. He tried a lot to sleep, but still he had to spend the whole night awake. After that night, Tilthy Knock never slept. Tilthy had tried everything from medicines to medical treatment, but there was no sign of sleep in his eyes. But Tilthy was never affected by insomnia. He used to work hard in his fields every day. And usually, he used to do the hard work in the village very easily. On one hand, doctors believe that a person can live up to 6 months without sleep. On the other hand, Tilthy had not slept for 7 years. In 1980, a local news outlet reported for the first time that there is a person who has not slept for 7 years. This news had a big impact. And many doctors and researchers around the world started showing interest in meeting Tilthy. All these things made Tilthy very famous. But on the other hand, the doctors looking for him were still scratching their heads. Because no one understood how Tilthy was able to do this. The doctor's team took care of him and decided to understand this case. And for many months, special attention was also paid to Tilthy. But the result was not good. Doctors and researchers were worried about what it was and how an ordinary person was able to do this. Many people tried to connect Tilthy's condition to a medical condition. Some people even considered Tilthy to be a superhuman. Some people still believe that Tilthy is a fake person. He has a technique that he completes his sleep without anyone's knowledge. There are many more such mysteries in the world today. We will try to find them together in the future. But until then, goodbye. If you like our video, then please like and share it. And if you have any suggestions for us, then you can share your suggestions with us through comments.